Florida taxpayers could be on the hook for the $218 million spent to build the detention center that's being dubbed Alligator Alcatraz. The facility may soon be completely empty as a judge this week upheld her decision ordering operations to wind down indefinitely. The remote detention facility, built on an abandoned airstrip in the Everglades, has been plagued by reports of unsanitary conditions and detainees being cut off from communications or contact with their attorneys. CNN correspondent Rafael Romo is here with more details. So, Rafael, what are you learning?
It's taxpayer money in the end, and there's been a lot of issues, and apparently now it may close, Fred. And when the migrant detention center was built 2 months ago, Florida state officials said it would have capacity for 3,000 detainees. At one point, it held almost 1,000, but now the Associated Press is reporting that last week it held only 300 to 350 detainees, citing U.S. Representative Maxwell Frost from Florida, who said he was told the figure while touring the tent facility. A federal judge issued a preliminary injunction 9 days ago, halting further expansion due to environmental reasons. And then, in a message to a Florida rabbi a day later, Florida Division of Emergency Management Executive Director Kevin Guthrie said, quote, "We are probably going to be down to 0 individuals within a few days." The correspondence was about chaplaincy services, but the official's message sent us an email appears to confirm the migrant detention center is about to be emptied out. An immigrants' rights advocate welcomed the news, saying a tent facility in the Florida Everglades in the middle of the summer during hurricane season should never have been built in the first place.
It's come to sort of symbolize the excesses and cruelty of Trump-era immigration policy. Remember, this was a state-run extrajudicial site that was operating under no legal authority or contract from the federal government, where people were denied due process and even an appearance before an immigration judge or court.
And Fred, as we have reported previously, the American Civil Liberties Union and other civil and immigrants' rights groups sued Trump administration officials and state officials as well, claiming lack of access to legal counsel and violations of due process. But Florida Attorney General James Upheld told Fox Business on Thursday that the effort used his state to help the Trump administration to deport migrants is still ongoing.
The facility is still operating. Obviously, there's a lot of deportations that are ongoing, taking people out of the facility. The judge has said no more new people can go in, but we disagree with that order. We believe we're right on the law, and we've appealed it to the 11th Circuit.
And here's the thing, Fred. Florida taxpayers may lose hundreds of millions of dollars in the end. Shutting down the facility endorsed by President Trump last month will cost the state anywhere between $15 million and $20 million, according to an analysis of court filings by the AP. And the Florida Division of Emergency Management may lose most of the value of the $218 million it has spent making the airport suitable for a detention center. And we've talked about it in the past, issues with water, issues with sanitation, and now you have this.
Where are they going to relocate people, whether it's the 200, 300, or upwards of who were at Alligator Alcatraz?
They are already talking about a facility in northern Florida they're calling it, it's not called that, but they're calling it Detention Depot, a deportation depot, I should say, that supposedly has enough capacity for those migrants. But again, the idea here is that it was touted as this great idea, major effort, and now you see the problems not only in terms of money, capacity, the way the money was spent, sanitation, and other issues.
Right, and now largely because of environmental concerns,
yes,
the judges said, shut it down.
Right.
All right, Rafael Romo, thank you so much.